Hello, and welcome back to my vlog. In today's vlog, we will be talking about Unit 1.2. And in Unit 1.2, we're talking about Mississippian Indians, European exploration, and the impact of the Spanish on the Native Americans. So to begin, we can start off with Mississippian Indians. And this is a pretty short vlog, or whatever, because it's not really a lot of AKSs to cover. So Mississippian Indians. We'll talk about. Let's start off with the weapons and tools. So the Mississippian. I just can't spit it out. The Mississippian Indians mainly used bow and arrows as weapons. They used a lot of stone tools. They used chef knives to cook, of course, and then they used pottery as like dishes and plateware or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's basically over. Well, that's the basic stuff that they use. Yeah, now for the shelter. They often lived in wattle and Dobbs. I think Dobbs, however you want to pronounce it. I don't understand how to pronounce that. They lived in wattle and Dobbs houses. It was basically just a one by one, not really a one by one house, but you know, like a one room mud floor type. It was made from mud and all that stuff, and like wood and weaving and things like that. And yeah, now for the culture and afterlife. They buried people with their belongings. So like if I were to die and I had a dog, if I'm not mistaken, they would kill the dog too. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, if I like had like a lot of money and stuff, I'm guessing, yeah. If I had a lot of money and stuff, then they would basically bury me with my money in like my grave or whatever you want to call it. They had like large mountains in which they bury people in. They had chiefdoms, which was like the top-notch person, like the big guy, you know, like a chief. It was basically a king, but like instead of talking about king, you're talking about Mississippian Indians. And when talking about Mississippian Indians, they had chiefdoms, you know. They were not nomads. So they settled in one place. Yeah. They settled in one place. And they sat there. And they didn't move around. Because they were able to plant and stuff like that. So when talking about like food and agriculture, they were, I don't know how to pronounce this word. Horticulturalists. They grew their own food. They grew their own food yet again because they were nomads and they didn't have to move, so they settled and they planted stuff like beans, corn, squash, berries, and yeah. And they had a mixed variety of things that they made. Okay, wow. That concludes 31B. Now on to that concludes 31A. Now on to 31B. We're talking about European exploration. England explored. I couldn't get it out. It was just, you know, it was like stuck just about right here. Like England. Anyway, England, they wanted to explore for colonization. They wanted raw materials. mercantilism, and religious freedoms because, not everyone liked their religion and they wanted some freedom. Let me be my peoples and let my peoples be me. I don't know where that just... Anyway, France only explored due to fur trade. And no, they did not want exploration at all. At all. At all. At all. Spain, of course, the 3Gs. God, gold, and glory. That's why they wanted to explore. They wanted to spread Catholicism. I think I'm saying that right. Catholicism. And they didn't want self-sustaining colonies. I think I read that right. They didn't want that. I'm saying didn't because it's past tense, now we're just no more exploring. Anyway, now on to the effect of Spanish on Native Americans. And this is pretty bad, because they didn't have to do Native Americans like this. They could have just left them alone, let them be. They could have been lived their big life, living their best life, but they just had to be buttheads, and they just had to come through and spread all these diseases. Like, don't nobody want your stupid smallpox. Like, get those away from me. Like, ew. Like, what are you doing with your life? Go give it to your children. No one wants that. So Hernando de Soto, his intent was to yet again find gold and get glory from the hierarchy of the hierarchy. Hey, I found gold. I'm gonna give it to you. Can I get some glory? Like a little weirdo. And the actual effect was diseases. He spreaded diseases. He wiped out a lot of the Native Americans because of smallpox, because he wanted some doggone glory. Do you know how rude that is of him? Do you know how rude that is of you? And I hope you're actually dead and actually real and looking at me talking about you right now. You're so rude. You could have let those Native Americans live until they died of natural causes. But no. It ain't necessary for them to die of natural causes. That's abnormal. Let me go give them some smallpox. Anyway. Also, he introduced certain animals and metal weapons, yeah, nice for that, but you gave them smallpox and they don't deserve smallpox, okay? They don't, not at all. They were living their best life before you came, you stupid bum. And yeah, I said it, you're a stupid bum. Ooh, okay, as long as that's not a booger. I was gonna say, it's pretty embarrassing. I think I'm just gonna cut this part out the video. Yeah. Anyway, the Spanish mission, of course, they want to, Christianity. They want to spread Catholicism, aka Christianity. But they were so violent, and they contributed right with Hernando de Soto of the death and the ceasing of the Native Americans. They did not want them to win. Not at all. They wanted them to die and lose and be stupid bums just like they are. They wanted them to be dead. Why am I so red? Rhyme not intended. Next topic. they sort of kind of achieved their mission and introduced Christianity. Next on the docket, we have Unit 2. I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye!